cabin. We both got real packs. We just stopped because Buck's reading us. Keep on going and try and get up this steep. Flat right now. It's nice and shady. Soon we're gonna get up onto the next big hill. Hundreds of mosquitoes. We're taking a break here. Times are still horrible. It's just hundreds of them. But the cabin's just right up over in there, up a ways a bit. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'd say it was a tough walk in here for an old fella. And the mosquitoes are just swarming me. And I got a 110-pound pack on my back. Feels like. But we had to carry everything in here, bedroll and everything. It's not like the old days when I had a pack string of horses and come in here. We lugged everything into this cabin, all the boards, stoves, everything. Now we're walking in here, carrying our stuff on our back. And the horses are walking around the field down there fat and lazy. That's all I gotta say.
We'll be there any second. There's the big peaks up there. Big mountains. We're almost there.
Well, we made it to the cabin.
We made it to the cabin. Woo! Well, she was sure a long walk, but we made her here. My grandpa's talking on the phone because the cell tower's way over that way, so you can phone people way up on the mountain. But on the way up here, a can of pop from the pack getting bounced all over the place, it blew up. But luckily it didn't get in my camera gear. This is my pillow here. It just comes out of the package and you can blow it up. It's pretty big. So I'm going to set up my bunk up here. And then we're going to go see what we're going to do. There we go. Got myself a little pillow. Can go right here. Push that in. There, we got our bunk. Oh, I hung up my socks because they're soaking wet from the Pepsi. But what are we going to do after, Grandpa? We got here earlier than we expected, so we'll see what we're going to do. Alright, here we are, the cabin. Got a fire pit there. Here it is, and then you go inside. And my bunk's up there. We got all our food, especially sardines. My favorite. We got Cheerios for the morning. This is where the old outhouse used to be, but they burnt it up and put a new one in here. And then over here, if I remember correctly from last time, there's kind of a little cave, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, there it is. You could sleep under there if you wanted to. We just stuck the cans in the creek right here, so we got pop and fruit cocktail. I also brought some fruit cocktail. Put it in there along with my remaining Coca-Cola bottle since my Pepsi blew up in my backpack. Now everything's all sticky. But I guess that's just the way it goes, so that's what we're gonna do. How about you, Grandpa? How are you enjoying yourself?
I'm good, there's no mosquitoes here.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got away from the mosquitoes up here. There's no mosquitoes right here or in the cabin.
Yep. Our lunch right now. After we might go up on the big mountain in front of us, but we got some sandwiches with lettuce, ham, mustard, and cheese, it looks like. Pretty good. The bugs have come back though. It's not so much mosquitoes this time, it's more the black flies. Now we got some banana bread for dessert after lunch. It's a bit squished after we lugged it up here, but it's still pretty good. We're on our way up to the big mountain now. My grandpa built this horse trail way back in the day, and
And scratch marks are from the horseshoes on them rocks.
it's kind of neat up here. We're getting up the hill a bit. Alright, well, would you look at that? Country goes on for miles. Just beautiful up here. There's just mountain ranges for so far. Some of the farthest peaks over there are mountains in the US. And we're gonna try and get all the way around and go around the mountain and then go back up so we can see where all those rocks were, and maybe we can see the cabin.
Just up the trail up there a ways, about 100 yards there. We're just coming back to the cabin at night just before dark. And a grizzly bear come on the trail in front of me. When I sat on the trail and looked at me, he wouldn't let me go by. And this is about the only way you could get back to the cabin unless you crawled way up around them. So I took my coat off and held it big in one arm and a gun in the other one and hollered and yelled at him. And he stood there for a long time, but then he finally ambled and went down over the bank down into this hole here.
It's quite the story you have to tell. Country's
I lost my view, go way out on that point over there, black one.
Look at that big old tree. Thing's probably 100 years old. Wow. We're nearly there. All we have to do is get right there. Look at all these massive boulders. It's unbelievable. Hundreds of them going down there. More over there is the main boulder roll. And you can see where the cabin is.
Over there.
Oh well, right down over. I don't know if you guys can see this, I'll have to see later, but there's just so many dragonflies flying around. 20 or 30 of them just constant everywhere. You can see a famous mountain right there. I don't know how good you can see it, but it's just massive, with towering cliffs. It's amazing. All over here and here, all this logging you see, This is all dark woods country. You're not allowed to go back there because they closed it all down. But on the other side, I'm about to get there quite soon. You look down and there's a bunch of moon holes, kinda, it looks like, with water in them, so we're gonna go see that. Alright, well, right there, you can see the glimmer of the cabin. Right there. We made it all the way up. It was a long hike, and then way over there, I don't know if you guys can see this, but right there, that's Misery Lake. It looks so nice. Never mind, that's over there. High up there. But I'm gonna go that mountain right there, and then from the other side, we'll be able to see all these cabins way down there. After about 2 hours of walking from the cabin down there, you can get all the way up to the very tip of this mountain. Someone stacked up a couple rocks on the top of the mountain. There we go, way down there. Found the water. It's real nice down there. Well, we're heading down the trail again. We're both looking forward to one thing, grabbing our pops out of the creek. Well, we got the bugs back now that we're lower down. We're taking a rest. Our water's gone, but cabin's just down there a ways. We hiked a long way to get up to there. Taking a little rest and then we'll be there pretty soon. And I got a nice can of Coca-Cola waiting for me. Well, Grandpa said I couldn't make it back, but I did. And right here, what I've been waiting for. My can of Coke. Oh, it's nice and cold. Oh dear. Looks like that got shook around in the backpack a bit much. And here's Grandpa. He made it back alive, it looks like. He's ready to go drink his ginger ale. That's all we talked about on the way back. But now it's back to the bugs and the black flies and all the other flies. But I got my Coke. It looks like Grandpa's falling asleep over here. I'm just writing in my journal here. I already got quite a bit done. It's about, let me see. So, just gonna write a bit more in my journal and then probably cook supper around 5. We got baked beans and these buns. And for breakfast we got Honey Nut Cheerios with some powdered milk. I don't know how that's gonna be, but we'll try it out. Alright, so me and Grandpa just slept for maybe about an hour. Now I'm going to make some hot chocolate. He already made some. We got the powder right here, so that's what I'm going to make.
How much of this stuff do you use?
Not very much.
Tastes good.
Yeah, it's good. There we go. Got some hot chocolate. Look at all those beans we got. We're gonna cook up some beans and have some fruit cocktail for dessert. There. 2 bowls of baked beans and some buttered bread for us. There we go. Grandpa'll sit here and I'll sit on my bunk. We'll have a good supper. Got our fruit cocktail. Grandpa stole all the peaches from me. But we got ourselves some fruit cocktail for dessert. There we go. We got some water boiling for some hot chocolate. So it's about 7:10 around. It's been thundering for the last hour or so. The skylight's letting some light in. We got these screens open, so that's about how dark it is right now. So we're gonna cook up some hot chocolate and then sit outside maybe if the mosquitoes go away. I'd say. This is where I'm sleeping. It seems really dark, but it's actually quite light out. Grandpa's in bed right over here. You can see his face. But we have a slight problem. The skylight's there. There's a pack rat up there scurrying around, coming right out of that hole up there. So hopefully we don't have to deal with him in the night. That's gonna be a miserable night, so I'll see y'all in the morning, I guess. Alright, well, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. We got up. It rained just like crazy, lightning flashing every couple seconds. And there was a bunch of hail as well, but look at that. It's pretty nice, so we're gonna eat our breakfast and head out of here. Well, here's my breakfast. Cereal, hot chocolate. It was quite the night last night. 100 mosquitoes, you killed them, they all came back. Pack rats scratching around up there. But we made the night. Barely. Alright, well, here's the cabin. Spick and span. We're all cleaned up. We got our bags and all our stuff. But we're ready to go. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.